Hi, my name is Edward Dull. This is my true story of how I survived the sinking of the Titanic. I was a third-class passenger, and my job was a carpenter. I was not riding for fun. I left home so I could see my mother and some siblings in America. Nobody was with me on the Titanic. When I boarded the Titanic, I was 45 years old. It was very exciting. My first few days were good. I was so excited to be on board. I explored the bottom of the ship and saw one of the watertight compartments. Then I read an old newspaper. Next day built a chair with some hard wood, then sold it to a second-class passenger. It would have been cool to see the grand staircase, but I couldn't go to the top decks. It was very exciting for me to be on board. Suddenly, I heard a loud commotion that woke me from my sleep. A sailor was telling people to follow him because the ship was sinking. I jumped. The sailor said it hit an iceberg. When I got to the top deck, I tried to get into a lifeboat. But then a man said, "Women and children go first." So I jumped into the icy cold water and swam to lifeboat 15. A man said, "You were going to tip over the lifeboat." But I got in anyway. Then I watched the beautiful Titanic sink. It was very, very sad. I felt bad for the people who died. Then I heard something. The man next to me started burning his hat to get noticed by the Carpathia. When the lifeboat started getting rescued by the Carpathia, I felt happier. I was very scared most of the time. After the Carpathia rescued me, it took me to New York. I was lucky to be alive. I was sent to St. Vincent's Hospital. Then I traveled for 2 more years. Eventually, I returned to Tromsø, Norway in 1914. I felt bad for the people who died. I'll never forget that disaster.